me, put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Make sure everybody can hear me because I don't know. But what we're talking about is Candace Owens pretty much took it to social media saying that pornography need to be banned. I need to make sure that everybody can hear me. I don't know if people are in the chat already, but I'll wait to see who's coming in and do what we need to do. Let me see. Okay. If you're joining in the show, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. You can hear, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Follow the instructions. Simple instructions. If you can hear me, put a 1. All right? So, Candace Owens is pretty much took it to social media to talk about pornography is pretty much a psychological weapon to weaken our men. And they're asking, do you agree or disagree? Well, we got to look at this thing for what it is. What exactly do corn do to a brother? It weakens him. When you really think about it, if you're sitting around watching corn all day, that means that you don't got a woman. That means that you don't got nobody to really rock with. So, in all essence, it has weakened you, you know? So, it is a weapon. She called it's a psychological weapon to weaken our men. Now, the sad thing about this is women on social media, primarily Cardi B. Cardi B took it to her Instagram to pretty much respond to Candace by saying how it actually should teach men how to please a woman. See, a lot of our women are over-sexualized, and this is why we have so many problems. As a man, if you need to look at corn in order to learn how to please a woman, you're not a man. Do the animal kingdom need corn to do what they do? I mean, think about the source. Cardi B. She's a 304 at the end of the day. Doesn't matter if she's married to this other clown. At the end of the day, she's a 304. Let's just call it what it is. You know what I mean? Everybody in the club, everybody in the hood already done ran through her. She's nothing special. So for her to say that corn should be used to educate men on how to please women, I find that to be rather sick because it don't make any sense. You could watch all the corn you want. That doesn't mean you're going to be able to please a woman. And it's pretty difficult to please a woman that been ran through. If a woman been ran through and she don't got no walls, you can't please her to begin with. Like you can't, because she don't got no walls. That's why when you have the conversation of do D size matter, you see a lot of women in these conversations talking about it. Why? Because the reason why D size matter is because they've been ran through. They've been ran through. So they need something bigger and better in order to get to those walls or to hit that spot. Corn will weaken you as a man. A lot of you guys right now, you're addicted to pornography because of your desire for a woman. See, if you have a woman in your house and she understands her role is to please you, you're not going to be watching corn. You understand what I'm saying? Look, as a woman, right? As a woman, you should know if your man is hungry, right? If you know you didn't fix dinner, you should know your man must be hungry. What I find interesting about women is this. You could be in a relationship with a man, know he didn't eat nothing for the day, and realize you need to cook. The same thing, ladies, is in the SEX department. Same exact thing. If you didn't feed that man no SEX in the morning, and he's going throughout the day, dry, he come home from work, you talking about I'm tired, I ain't doing nothing, you fucking up. I'm serious. This is why on this platform, we teach men to practice polygyny in terms of having more than one woman. And speaking of women, shout out to the sisters at the White Castles. I hope y'all subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Don't be playing no games. You know what I'm saying? Or else we not coming to that White Castles again. You know what I mean? But if you're a woman and you not taking care of your man by feeding him, another woman needs to do that job, because you're neglecting your man. It's no different than having a baby and you ain't feeding your baby. How you expect your baby to survive and you feed the child once a day? I told y'all ladies 1,000 times. A man is supposed to bust 3 nuts a day. At least three nuts a day. That's a minimum. If you can do that as a woman, you're going to have a good relationship with your man. But y'all don't practice this. See, the thing is, here's the thing. A lot of women be talking about, yeah, when I get a man, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Whoopity whoop. I'm going to do this and that. And then when they finally get into a relationship, they become boring and dry. And then your man got to go to work and get some top from a sister. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, think about this, ladies. If you're not taking care of business at home, your man is going to get some head at the workplace. And there's nothing wrong with that. He's a man. A man is supposed to have more than one woman. I know you ladies don't like me when I speak this truth, but a man got to bust nuts. I'm just keeping it 1,000. So now, cornography is dangerous because it replaced the natural use of the woman. So now a man gotta depend on his hand with some lotion. And he don't really want to do it, but he gotta, because his urges and desire for a woman pushes him to look at videos and images. Why do you think OnlyFans is so popular with a lot of these guys signing up, spending money? Because they don't got no woman. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it like this. If you signing up to OnlyFans to see a woman's feet, you want to see some pretty toes, right? That means you don't got no woman. Because if you had a woman that have pretty feet and she's your woman, you have access to her at all times. So how could you be a man, have a woman that have sexy feet, pretty toes, and you would rather leave your woman in the other room, sign up to OnlyFans so you could watch another woman and spend money just to see her feet to whack off? Something's wrong with that. So what would make a man sign up to see other women, to see body parts? What would make a man do that? The lack of a woman. So it is a psychological weapon that is weakening men. And here's the thing, guys. When you whack off, when you beat your meat, you are essentially training yourself to ejaculate faster. So now by the time you get with a real sister and you're about to get it in, before you can even get it in, you already bust a nut. You already nut. You ain't even get to do nothing yet. You're so excited that it's done already. And because when men are habitual masturbators, they only bust one nut and then they done. So now what that does psychologically, it trains you and weakens you when you're with a woman. So when you get with her, not only do you ejaculate faster, but you only go one round. So when you get with a woman, you only last 2 minutes, 3 minutes max. And then that's it. Once you nut, you done. She's looking at you like. So for Cardi B to say it actually should teach men how to please a woman, she don't know what she's talking about. Because most women in today's day, they're using these rose toys. They're using these braiders. You know what that is. I'm just saying braiders. You know the rest of it. They're using these artificial intelligence to please themselves. And I don't know about you ladies, but a man cannot keep up with an AI toy, a battery operated toy that keep going and going and going. So you yourself are weakening yourself because what you're doing is you're allowing a toy to bring you to climax. And because the toy has a battery that lasts forever, by the time you get with a real man and he's not living up to what the toy can do, now you're judging him by a toy. So you desensitize yourself to the natural touch of a real man and exchange that man for artificial intelligence. So in my opinion, Candace should have balanced out the playing field with this topic by saying pornography is a psychological weapon intended to weaken both men and women, because it weakens women too. It make women just lay there and not perform. In order for a man to stay aroused or at least get back in the game after nutting, you ladies are supposed to know this. When you're with your man and you gave him some head, right? And he nutted. Your job as a woman is not to sit there and complain and say, oh, you already done already? Ah, man, you weak. No, you're supposed to perform. You're supposed to do some stuff, like shake your ass, like let me see something. Bend over, crawl on the floor, do some wild-ish to get me excited. I'm a man, I gotta see something. So now while you doing all of that stuff, you gotta know how to role play. Put on some fishnet stockings, spice it up a little bit, throw some heels on. Like a lot of you ladies are just boring, like straight up. This is why it takes a man to train your ass, because a lot of you can't keep a man because all you do is lay on your back. I'm just speaking the facts. Y'all don't know how to get it in. Y'all say y'all do. Y'all be acting like, oh, it's all on a man. No, you got a part too. If you ain't doing what you could do to arouse a brother and keep him up, then something wrong with you. Because if you a woman and I nut and the next 3 minutes or whatever the case is, I'm not back in the game, something wrong with you. That means you ain't doing nothing to get me excited. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, before a brother signed up to OnlyFans, he had to see something that sparked his interest. Something that he never had. That's why corn is so bad and toxic. Because it's so readily available. Anybody can go get it. Anybody can go online and type it up. And you got free access. I'm trying to give you the game so you can understand the real. It's toxic. So people like Cardi, she's misleading people by saying it could teach men how to please women. No. A man is supposed to know what to do when he get around a woman. See, a lot of you guys, you don't know what to do when you're around a woman. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. A lot of you guys, when you get around women, you become timid. You become afraid. You don't know what to do with her. As a man, you're supposed to know what to do to a woman. You're supposed to, naturally. Just like in the animal kingdom, the male animals know exactly what to do. They know what to do. They don't need no training. But see, as you do what you do, you get better at it. A lot of you guys, you don't know how to be entertaining. You don't know how to talk to a woman. You don't know how to spice things up before you actually do anything. You just don't know how to do anything. And it's really sad because the only thing you know how to do is just grab her up and slide up inside her real quick. That's not how you do it. You got to stimulate her mind. You got to get into her mind first. You got to have those intimate conversations. And a lot of you guys ain't doing that. You're just not. Your woman is bored, bro. Because she's not aroused. That's why her vajayjay is dry. A woman vajayjay is supposed to be wet. Do you understand that, right? Now I'm going to keep it adult because this is an adult platform. This ain't no kid platform. It's just real talk. A woman is supposed to be aroused mentally first. But you can't do that if you watching corn all day, whacking off and beating your meat. Because again, when you beat your meat, you training yourself as a man to let off one shot, and that's it. So once you let off that round, that woman is going to be frustrated because it's like, that's all you got? You out of the game already? The game just started. You got to stimulate her mind. You got to talk nasty. You got to talk dirty. This is why communicating with a woman is very important. This is why as a man, if you like a woman, you're supposed to be able to know what it is about this woman that get you excited. And you got to let her know so she know what it is that really get you going. So if you on OnlyFans because you like women with a fat behind, or you want a woman that got some sexy ass toes, whatever the case is, you got to make the woman that you with know this. And once you as a woman know that your man go crazy when he see this or when you do this, then now you know what get him excited. So if he nut and it's like, okay, he done, you know how to get him back in the game. It's like a cheerleader. We're on a losing team. We're down by 18. And because we got good cheerleaders, it stimulates the guys' minds and it get them back in the game. Because the cheerleader is cheering and she looked right at the brother in his eyes and said, if you get this field goal, you coming with me tonight. That brother going to make that goal. That brother he's motivated. You know what I mean? I'm trying to help you out, man. You have a lot of guys that don't know what to do when they get next to a woman. They don't know what to say. They don't know where to hold her. They don't know how to touch. I don't know what's the matter with you guys. I really don't. So again, if you're whacking off, beating your meat all night, first thing we have to examine is this. We're not trying to shame you, right? You got to understand this as a man. We're not trying to shame you because you whacking off and beating your meat. What we're trying to make you understand is that you are suffering from an addiction. Do you understand me? You have fallen into what is known as lasciviousness, which means you have no restraints to stop yourself from doing it. Some of you guys have been refraining from corn and whacking off, and you've been good for about 2-3 months, and then you kind of fell back into it, and now it's like, man, it's like you just keep doing it all the time. It's like you got worse. That's because you started to feed the desire again. Where's your woman? You need a woman, bro. You guys got to stop playing these games. You need a woman. But see, before you get that woman, you got to overcome the lust and the desire to please yourself, because it's training you to be a loser in the bedroom. When you get with a woman as a man, it is supposed to be a great time, especially if it's a woman you've never been with. I don't understand. It's supposed to be a great time, but at the same time, it takes two to tango. So it takes both parties to understand what they got to do. But if you are training yourself by beating your meat day in, day out, it's going to mess you up as a man. It's going to weaken you. You're going to be weak financially, weak spiritually, weak emotionally. You're just going to be weak. It's going to mess you up, not just with the ladies. It's going to mess you up with everything in life. You're not going to be able to start no business. You're not going to be able to get no work done, because the demon of lust is pulling you back to that dark place you don't want to be. As a man, when you standing there, sitting there, whacking off, you got to look at yourself and be like, damn, man, what the hell am I doing? Why am I doing this? Because you lack a woman. You don't have a woman. If you had a woman, you won't be doing that. But then again, you got guys that got women and they still doing that. So what really is the problem? They're in lasciviousness. They don't know how to find the brakes. They don't know how to say no. It caused them to become weak. So what happened is, secretly, they're having a relationship with themselves. Some of these guys would not tell their woman that they have a strong sex drive. You got to tell your woman that. If you're a man and you got a woman, or whatever women you got, all your women are supposed to know that you like to smash. Your woman want to know. If you like getting head, you gotta hold your woman hand. Let me tell you how you do this. You gotta hold her hand, and you gotta look her in the eyes, and you gotta let her know that I love when you do this. I can't get enough. I just go crazy. You gotta let her know that. What that does psychologically to your woman, it arouses your woman. She want to give you head right there, because she know that's what you need and that's what you desire. And you're telling her to her face. That's what's going to get her aroused, bro. If you like your woman behind, you got to tell her this. You got to say, I love your behind, the way it looks, the way it feels. It just gets me so excited. I don't know what to do with myself. I just need to see it every now and then and touch it and play with it. I want to play with it right now. I want to play with it later. You got to tell her that. You got to text her that. You got to text her that you want to play with her behind later. You get what I mean? You got to do these things, because if you don't, then internally you're going to be living a lie, because it's like you got a woman, but you're afraid to be expressive with your woman. But when you're alone, you're expressing yourself online by watching corn. Do you understand me? When you're online searching for corn, you don't got a problem doing it. You're very expressive in your search engine, because it weakened you. It emasculated you. And for most of you guys, because of this addiction, it makes you timid when you're around women. You don't even know how to talk to women. You'll see a woman that you like and you'll be scared to death. talk to her. You would be scared. You would literally be scared. You won't know what to say. Because the beating of the meat made you so timid. You're afraid of rejection. A real man don't care about being rejected. Because in our mind, I'm giving this woman an opportunity. She don't even know who I am. She don't even know what I'm about. She might think I'm a lame. She might think I'm a nobody. It is what it is, but I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm going to try. She don't even know what I can give her. She don't even know what I can do for her. Half of these sisters, they never even been with a man. They don't even know what it's like to be touched. They don't even know. They never had a man yet. They only been dealing with these Pookies and Ray Rays that would smash and dash. A lot of you ladies never been with a man that explore your body, that got real intimate with you, that took his time and was dedicated to making sure you good. Y'all never had that before. Because you never been with a man that understood the assignment. And then you got some of these guys using cheat codes, popping pills in order to last all night with a woman. That's crazy. You don't got to do that. All you got to do is eat the right foods. You know what I'm saying? Get your fruit game going. You know? Stop with all the madness and you're going to be on point. Once you stop beating the drum, you're going to gain and regain back your stamina and your desire to, how can I say, prolong the experience. Because see, it's not just about putting heavy meat in a woman. You got to look at it like you're an artist and there's a canvas, you got paint, you got different colors, you got different brushes. We're going to complete the project, but I'm going to take my time and paint and do what I need to do and make sure I'm painting the right spots and making sure everything is right. Make sure I'm using a lot of color here, using a little color there. That's how you got to be with that woman. You got to spread the paint around, which means you got to explore her from head to toe. You cannot just go right where no man has gone before. You got to explore like Captain Kirk and boldly go where no man has gone before. But you got to take your time. But how you going to do that if you whacking off all day? Men that whack off all day, when they finally get the opportunity to smash a woman, they're so desperate. They're so thirsty that by the time they get with her, it's over before it could begin. And it frustrates women because they're like, what's the matter with these men? What's the matter with them is that they are suffering from lasciviousness. They're suffering from lasciviousness. Guys, if you don't whack off for a whole month, no whacking off, you're just going to stay firm, go to your job, boom, boom, boom. If you were to run into a woman and was able to smash, you're going to get down to business because you retain your energy. And your semen is actually the magnetism that attract women to you. If you whacking off all day, it'll prevent women from being attracted to you. Because when they look at you, they could tell that you whack off every day. But if you ain't releasing every minute by whacking off, it's going to make women gravitate towards you. They want to sleep with you naturally. You ain't even have to do nothing. A lot of you guys think that you got to be groomed 100%, freshly cut shave. Your hair got to be cut perfect every day in order to attract a woman. That's BS. All you got to be is a man. All you got to be is a man. And it's going to attract women to you. Women are going to want to open their legs for you naturally. It has nothing to do with all that extra stuff. You're a man. If you're a masculine man, that is what attracts and stimulates a woman's mind, bro. Y'all be thinking y'all got to have the ultra muscular body. You got to be super fit. It don't mean nothing, man. You got to have a good mouthpiece. Once you have your mouthpiece on and you know how to talk and maneuver, that's all that woman needs. Because remember, guys, you have to stimulate a woman's mind. The reason why a lot of you ladies are always getting caught up in these relationships and it end up bad is because a Pookie and a Ray Ray was able to run game on you, sweet talk you, and before you know it, you was ready to give it up. And by the time you gave it up, the spell of, you know, being seduced wears off. And you kind of look back and you're like, damn, I gave this dude head. I, gave him some cooch. And dag, man, now the relationship is, man, why I do that? Because bruh man was able to infiltrate that part of your brain that arouse all your senses and your erogenous zones to get you hot and ready for some heavy meat. And again, like I said, it's not just about you laying heavy meat on a woman. It's how you kiss her. It's how you touch her. It's how you caress her. So all that talk from Cardi, talking about corn is what's going to teach a man how to please a woman. No, that's not going to teach you how to please a woman. Because if you're watching another man blow another woman back out, then that's kind of suspect because you watching a man too. So you watching his meat. That's suspect, bro. That's like you chilling in this room and your man's in them is in the corner getting head and you sitting there on the sidelines watching the woman giving him head. Well, while you watching his rod too. So something wrong with you, bro. I don't understand how could you be comfortable sitting in a room and your man's in them is in the corner getting head and you just there watching. Something wrong with you. A real man would get up and walk out the room, be like, yo, bro, I'm out, bro. I'm gonna leave you here with Shorty so y'all can do what y'all do, but I can't sit here watching. So if that's the case, why you watching corn? Because you figure nobody's watching you. You figure nobody's watching you. I'm just saying, man. Watching corn is not necessarily a psychological weapon. And that part I disagree with Candace. Because nobody is using a weapon on you. You're willfully submitting yourself to the corn. You're falling in the trap without nobody pulling a trigger. You get what I'm saying? You're going to these websites. You're signing up to OnlyFans because of the desire for women. I told you guys, if you got a woman, let's say you a guy, you love sisters that got pretty feet. Guys, listen to me carefully. You got to tell your woman these things. Because if you tell her, she's going to ask you more questions like, why? Why do you like this? Why it turns you on so much? And then you tell her why. So that she can fulfill all these desires to make you go crazy and wild. And in the end, she's going to be having fun because she's going to realize the power she got. She's going to realize that you are pleased when she do this and when she do that. A lot of ladies are in denial, or how can I say they're insecure when it comes to the sexual department because the man that they're with is not expressive in what he like from her. So most women don't even know what their man is into because these guys don't even know how to talk. It's crazy out here. You know? Let me see what the chat is saying. Yeah, anytime you whack off, you're supposed to feel bad because that's your conscience bothering you. Your conscience is telling you that you're not supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be with a woman, bro. If you guys, listen, if you guys are gonna bust nuts, you need a woman, bro. Like a woman, there's nothing like the touch of a woman. When a woman grab your meat, bro, that is the way it's supposed to be. A woman's hand is supposed to touch your meat, not you. The only time you do that is if you washing up in the shower. But when it comes to stimulation, only a woman is supposed to be doing that. Because now when you nut, it was a natural event that took place. But when you got to force ejaculation, you're basically graping yourself. You're abusing yourself. That's abuse. You are abusing yourself as a man. And it's going to make you weak. What if this happened to you? You were whacking off, and right when you whacked off, your woman come in the house and she want to get it in. You just let off a load. She's like, why you ain't getting up? Well, I'm kind of tired right now. That's what it is. No. Ladies, how do you know your man is whacking off? How do you know? You want to know? If you know you and your man ain't getting in for a day or two, and y'all hook up, and he nut, but there's no nut. It's a little bit, a little drip. He was just whacking off. Either he was just whacking off, or he has some other woman that he dealing with, which I doubt. I doubt that. It's most likely he was just whacking off, and he don't got no more fuel in the tank. Because the first nut is supposed to be the nut, and the second one supposed to be a half pint, and then everything after that is like blanks, I guess. I don't know. But my point is, that's how one of the ways you would know if your man is beating the drum. I'm just giving you the game. So the way it's supposed to be, ladies, if you're not taking care of your man sexually, he's gonna resort to beating the drum. And this is why I keep telling you, brothers, man, to get with other women. You gotta get with other women. I know you ladies can't stand that, but a man is supposed to practice polygyny. What is polygyny? First of all, polygyny is not a license to go out there and smash different women and leave them. That's not what polygyny is. Polygyny is basically a man having more than one woman in whom he take care of, in whom he love, build family with, provide for, a woman that he takes serious. So if you got woman over here and you love this woman, you cherish this woman, you take care of this woman, you make sure she's good at all times, you don't lie to this woman, there's no such thing as cheating. So now if you have this sister over here and you getting to know her, this sister over here, she's supposed to know that you're interested in this sister over here. Because real polygyny is not you with this woman here, but you hiding this woman here from that woman. If you gotta hide the fact that you got another woman from a woman, then you're not a man. As a man, your woman's supposed to know that you like this sister over here, and you're gonna pretty much get with her and make her your woman, respectfully. Because you don't gotta lie as a man. If you gotta lie about the woman you got, then you're not a man. You're playing yourself. You should never have to lie. That's why the other day when I did my live show, you had women in the live chat getting mad, basically trying to see, do I gotta ask my wife to talk to women? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Ask her. I'm a man. I talk to whoever I want to talk to. If I see a sister I like or a sister that look good, I'm gonna say something. It is what it is. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a man. What do you want me to do? Lie? See, a lot of you ladies, you say you want a man that's gonna keep it a buck. You say you want a man that's gonna be truthful with you. Well, I'm being truthful. I'm being truthful. And see, this is why a lot of guys creep on the low, dealing with sisters under the radar, because they know you can't handle the truth. See, I'm not gonna lie to a woman. If whatever it is that's going through my mind, if I'm talking to a woman, I'm telling her on the spot. Because I know what it's gonna do to her mind. You understand what I'm saying? I cannot lie. There's no room to lie as a man. But you'll be lying to yourself if you beat in your meat and think that it's not affecting you in a negative way. It is. It's affecting you as a man. Because that addiction is not only going to affect your relationships with women, but it's going to affect you in business too. It's going to make you weak. You're going to lose all your energy. Guys, Anytime you whack off, you get tired, bro. You lose energy. This is why when you're with a woman and you're intimate with a woman and you're done and you had a great session, it's very good if she fix you dinner, fix you some sort of lunch, and get you, those nutrients back. You understand what I'm saying? It's very important that she do that, because it would be a disservice for her to have a man that gave her all of that energy, all that time, all that love, all that companionship, only to not feed him. That would be bad. And see, if you beat your meat off, it's going to ruin all your relationships. You got to be able to perform with a woman at the maximum potential. What am I saying? Look, guys, you got to be able to, when you're with a woman, you got to go above and beyond what you would expect her to think you would do. You got to know how to make that woman feel something she never been through, she never felt before. This is why I don't understand how a dude can get in bed with a woman and be afraid to explore her body. I just don't get that. You're a man. You're supposed to go wild when you're with a woman. So she take off her clothes, you're supposed to be ready to do whatever. No limits. Do you understand me? This is why, as a man, you got to make sure that you're taking care of your woman. You got to make sure her body's clean. You got to make sure she smell good. You got to have these talks, these intimate talks. You got to talk about your woman's vagina in her face. You got to talk about all these things in front of her. You can't be all timid and scared, bro. You a fucking man, bro. Like, what's the matter with you? You got to grow. You got to grow that confidence and recognize that in order to overcome habitual masturbation, you got to begin to mature as a man, first of all, by refraining from beating your meat, watching porn, signing up to OnlyFans, and even, watch this, even following all these Insta models, or whatever you want to call them. You got to stop following them, bro. You got to stop. Those are demons, bro. I know she's cute. I know she look good, bro. That's what she do. Women know how to look good on social media to get you aroused, to get you seduced, pull you in. No, don't follow none of them. There's a lot of women on IG that as soon as you look at them, you want to smash. Well, you don't think every guy thinking the same thing? Every guy is thinking the same exact thing. So her DMs is filled with a bunch of ninjas trying to shoot their shot. It's a waste of time. What you guys are gotta do is spend more time focusing on your goals, focusing on what you do as a man, and less time chasing women around. Listen, women already know who's who. There's a lot of women that see a brother and they're interested. They're interested in you. You got to make those women gravitate towards you. And it doesn't matter if you got a woman or not. A woman gonna still rock with you even if you got a woman. A lot of you guys, here's the thing, man. See, this is the thing that y'all don't understand, man. Women just be playing these little games with y'all. Like, you see like how when I talk about polygyny and women be like, I ain't sharing no man. I ain't with that. A man got to be just with me. That's BS. A woman will get with you even if you got a woman, bro. It doesn't matter. You just got to be that kind of guy she would get with. I got a wife, and I guarantee you I can still pull different women. Guaranteed. I already know that. I'm not even worried about that. There's a lot of women that'll look for your boy. And there's a lot of women that are looking for you. But because you struggle with the mama love fear syndrome, and what is the mama love fear syndrome? I'm glad you asked that question. The mama love fear syndrome is when a man has been so emasculated by women, he's afraid to be a man. He's afraid to look at a woman and say, damn, I like what I see in front of his woman. No, when your woman see that you're attracted to another woman and she see the desire and what you're looking for, that's going to make her step her game up to be like, damn, my man is very excited. I'm going to have to really cool him off and take care of him in a few. You know why? Because she see you being a man. Sometimes that's a sign of hunger. That's a sign that her man need to be fed. And see, this is where a lot of you ladies, you miss the mark, because you got this man here that you don't feed sexually. See, you got to consume food to survive, to nourish the body. Okay, so you got to also nourish the physical with sex. And every man have these desires. And if a man got a strong sex drive, ladies, you got a lot of work to do. You got a lot of work to do. And if you're not doing your job, another woman will. This is why you got to find those right kind of sisters, brothers. You got to find the right kind of sister that is going to be there when you need her. This is why in most relationships, you got the mistress, the side woman, and she's so fun to be around. Shout out to the side women. See, the side women take a lot of dirt. She get a bad rap. But the side woman, she makes sure that that man go back home good. Whereas his main woman may be lacking in a certain area. If you're a woman and you're lacking in terms of making sure your man is good, you got to be happy he got the side woman. You got to be happy he got the side woman, because the side woman is giving him head, making sure that he good. So you might be busy, but at least you know his side woman is taking care of him. You're not going to get mad because, I mean, he's a man. She's a woman. She's helping you out. She's making sure your man is fed. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But see, being honest with yourself as a man is the most important thing. That's why I keep telling you guys, man, when you get around a woman, you got to let her know, number one, what your desires are. Because, you know, a lot of these women, they'll look at my commentary and they think something is, like something's wrong. Like, that's wrong. Like, I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't be with no man that have some other woman. Well, and that's why you don't got a man right now. You know? See, you have somebody says a real woman, let me see, a real woman not, and thanks. If you're a woman, to whoever that is, I know you're single right now. I know you don't have a man. I already know. Your comment tells me. Your comment tells me that, because a real woman won't be insecure like you. See, my wife is a great cook. If I find another sister that could cook good and she called me up and be like, I got dinner fixed and ready, and I tell her I just ate some dinner. If she get mad because I ate dinner at another woman's house, that means she's insecure. Because a real woman would say, if you ate already, cool, I'm going to keep the food in the pot till later on when you get hungry. See, a man is going to always get hungry. And this is what you ladies don't understand. You think it's all about you. Men like variety. Ain't nothing like new vagina. Ain't nothing like new head from another sister. Because every sister head game is different from the next sister. I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you. See, the problem is, a lot of women, they claim that they want a man to express himself. I'm being very expressive and very transparent. A lot of you guys, you don't have that ability. You be scared, timid. You can't talk like that. You feel it's going to mess up your chances with women. No, it's not. It's going to actually increase your chances with women, because there are women out there that want to get with you. They just want to know if it's cool. You got women out there that know you got a woman, and they thought you were off limits because they figured, oh, you got a woman, you off limits. This is why you got to make women know you practice polygyny. Meaning, yeah, I got my woman, but I'll still holler at you. It is what it is. We can still kick it. And she'll rock with you. Don't pay no mind to all these other women talking all this nonsense. Oh, I'm not with that. All those women are over 45. I guarantee you. They're all over 45. You know? It's just the way it is, man. Let me see. Oh, all right. Shout out to God's son. Said he's still at work. Okay. Take care of business first. You know what I mean? If you got to work, just do your job. You know what I mean? And watch the replay. But, yeah, man. You got to just do what you got to do, man. And see, the women that normally complain when we share these type of commentaries, they're over 45. They got kids by different men. And it's like they're upset because I'm able to be free. See, I'm a free man. I'm liberated. I'm able to think like a man, do what a man would do. If I see a woman I like, I'm going to say something. I'm going to talk to her. It doesn't matter what my woman think. What matters is what I'm interested in as a man. Because what do you want me to do? You want me to lie? You want me to creep on the low? Because, you know, a brother can always lie. I could lie to women all day. I could hit women up, act like I'm Mr. Single. I could act like I don't got no children. And there's a lot of guys that do that every day in order to get with women. Those guys are losers because they got to lie to get women. I don't have to lie. I tell a woman straight up, this is what it is. This is what I'm doing. This is what I got. And I'm interested in you. And you start to get in her mind right away. Before you know it, she's invested. She's ready to go. But if you whacking off all day, beating your meat, you ain't going to be able to attract women. Guys, beating your meat will prevent you from attracting the woman you want because you're going to be scared to talk to her. How many of you guys, because you've been whacking off all this time, you find yourself, when you see the woman you really like, I'm talking about a woman that made your heart jump. As soon as you saw her, you got so nervous, so fearful, you just let her walk away. And then you got mad with yourself. The reason why is because you keep beating the drum. It made you weak to the point where you got no confidence. Got no confidence. Guys, when you have confidence, it becomes extremely easy to talk to women. It's not difficult, bro. You see a woman you like, your approach got to be so natural. Not running game, not all of this, hey, baby, how you doing? Watching these dating coaches. Nah, man. You just got to be natural. You got to look at that woman, see what you feeling inside, what's going on in your mind, what you desire, what you like, and then start from there. And at the whole time, make sure you're looking at her in her eyes. You got to have that eye contact. You know what I mean? And, you know, you got to break that touch barrier, hold her hand. It's always good to hold a woman's hand when you're telling her what you like. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to tell a woman in her ear. That's like one of the best approaches. You know what I mean? Like you talking with her, and then you just say, you know, let me tell you something real fast. And you whisper in her ear. You get what I'm saying? You tell her exactly, no sugarcoat. Don't be afraid. Don't worry about messing up. But if I say that, Ringo, she's not going to want to talk to me. Bro, just do it, man. Just say it. Stop hiding, bro. Just say what's on your heart. Please, just do that. Watch what happens. Because here's the thing. A lot of you guys be trying to be Mr. Nice Guy like you're a gentleman. This woman don't want you to do that, bro. She don't want you acting like a gentleman. She want you to talk your talk. But you busy, man, I don't know if I can say that because, you know what I mean? I don't want to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? She's a fine sister, very sophisticated, you know, educated. I don't want to come across like I'm a dog, like I'm thirsty. Bro, stop, man. Stop all of that, bro. Stop. This woman want you to talk to her, bro. Guys, if you continually beat your meat, this is what I mean. It's going to make you weak. You're not going to be able to talk to women. You're going to be scared. If you go to, let's say you at a supermarket, right? And there's a sister at the cashier, the cash register, right? And she look good, cutie. While you at that register, bro, and she's moving and handling the stuff, you just got to look at her and be like, I like the way you did that. And she's like, what? Grabbing those bananas. Or the way you just got to say something. If she smile a little bit, continue talking your talk. Just just have fun, bro. Make her smile. Make her smile, bro. And then you be like, oh, I made you laugh. You like that, right? And continue. And then talk your talk. And when I say talk your talk, I'm not talking about running game. I'm talking about, what is it about this woman you like? Keep that going. If you went over there by the register and you smell a nice fragrance, start talking about that fragrance. Be like, damn, something smells good over here. That's you? You smelling sweet like that? What you wearing? And keep that conversation going. Let her continue to have that conversation. Be like, why you smelling so sweet like this at the register? You trying to, like, you got to go there with her. And have fun. Don't worry about being rejected. Don't worry about sounding stupid. Because a lot of times you got guys, they look at you like, oh, that was dumb. Matter of fact, case in point, right? The other night I was watching Razor Rays. Shout out to Razor Rays. You know what I'm saying? He have the #1 YouTube channel regarding travel news, right? He was doing a reaction video about another dude. I guess they went overseas or went somewhere and they were picking up women, doing whatever. You know what I mean? Long story short, when his live ended, I went to the channel to see what's going on with the dudes that were with the chicks. Dude was sitting next to the woman and he was scared. Scared. He didn't want to touch the woman. Dude his partner gave him the alley-oop to get with the woman. Dude was frozen, sitting there like this. Scared. Didn't want to do nothing. I don't know what happened. I don't know the backstory of it. I don't know if there's something that made him not want to get with the woman, but the woman was throwing herself at him. The woman was open. Bruh man was scared. And it was disappointing the brothers in the chat. The brothers in the chat was like, bro, what are you doing? Now his partner, he was pretty much doing all the work. And guess what ended up happening? Dude ended up taking both of the women while his partner just sitting on a chair, looking dumb. That's what would happen if you keep beating your meat. You don't even know what to do with a woman. That's crazy, man. I don't know if anybody's seen that live show, but it was sad. It was sad to look at, fam. I couldn't believe it. The woman was throwing herself at him. She looked like she wanted to just get it in. Clearly, she wanted to get it in. But the dude was like dry. And everybody was laughing at him, man. They was like, bro, say something. Bro, dance with her. Bro, touch her. Do something, bro. Because his man's was lit. He there wilding out, doing thing, having fun. That's what women want. They want to have fun. There's certain things you can't tell men. You're just supposed to know. You're just supposed to know. But you ain't going to be able to have that level of confidence if you're whacking off all day. So again, Candace Owens took it to social media to say that watching porn or porn in general should be banned. It's a psychological weapon used to weaken men. I disagree that it's a psychological weapon. because nobody's using the weapon on you. You're willfully picking up the gun and shooting yourself. But the sad thing is that Cardi endorses Corn and basically said how it actually should teach men how to please a woman. Bro, you're not going to know how to please a woman until you get busy. Everything you learn about pleasing a woman have to come with practice. It come with trial and error. And there's nothing wrong with that. You might do a good job after a few tries. It is what it is. You got to learn, right? Also, you have to have a woman that know how to communicate with you. A lot of you ladies, man, y'all be doing your man a disservice because you don't tell him that he's doing the right thing. It's like he's doing all these different things and you're not telling him you're doing it right there. Perfect. Don't change. Don't even move. Right there. Y'all not even helping the brother out. It's crazy. Because he might be learning as he go. Whereas if you're more seasoned in the game as a man, you don't need a woman to tell you what is this and what is that. You know what to do. You know what I mean? Like some of you guys, you're more proficient in the game. You could do things to a woman because you know all of her erogenous zones. You know where they at. And another thing a lot of you guys are missing and messing up is that when you are with this woman, you're not expressing yourself passionately. So your energy is not translating when you do things to her body. For example, if you're kissing a woman, you gotta mean it. You gotta feel it. Case in point, Matrix Reloaded, I believe it was. In Matrix Reloaded, you had the part where they had to meet the French-speaking guy. You remember? The French guy had a wife. Y'all remember that scene where they went into the bathroom and the woman said to Neo, I want you to kiss me the way you kiss her. You see that? He had to kiss her the way he kissed his woman, Trinity. Neo proceeded to kiss the woman. And when he did it, she didn't feel a thing. I'm spitting bars. She didn't feel a thing. And she walked away. And he said, all right, I'll do it. Come in. And when he kissed her the second time, he kissed her as if though he was kissing Trinity. And what happened? The woman felt his energy, felt that attraction, that love, that oneness that she was missing all them years. He made her get that feeling back. You guys are lacking in that area because when you are with a woman intimately, you're not translating that energy through your actions, through your touch. You're not. So she's not feeling it. When you kiss her, she feels nothing. When you touch her, she feels nothing. When you massage her, there's no passion. When you lay pipe, she don't feel nothing because you're not expressing yourself. You're not doing it from the heart. You're not. And this is why you'll lose your woman if she get with a guy that end up getting with her on the low, and he put heavy meat inside of her and touch her and play with her vajayjay with his tongue, and he do that from the heart and mean it. You can forget about it, bro. You lost your woman. You know? It's crazy, man. And again, what Candace should have said is that Corn weakens both men and women. It's not just men. I don't know why she just focused on men. I think that's wrong, because women watch corn more than men. Believe it or not. Women be watching corn a lot. A whole lot. That's where they go to see new things. So guys, you gotta avoid beating the drum. I teach y'all this all the time in videos, man. You gotta avoid beating the drum. You feel like beating the drum, start doing some push-ups. Start doing some push-ups. Get your barbells, do some curls. You know what I mean? Do some curls, some push-ups. Go watch a regular movie. You have to get your mind off of that, man. Because it's gonna weaken you as a man. It's gonna make you very timid when you get around women. You're not gonna know what to do. Guys, when you get around women, it's supposed to be a time of fun, a time to express yourself as a man. It's supposed to be a fun time. When you see a sister you like, it's supposed to be a good time of, man, this is a beautiful woman, bro. There's so many things I want to say. There's so many things I want to do. There's so many things I want to say and touch and feel on. You got to know how to express that to that woman, but you're not going to have that confidence if you whack off every night. You're not. You're going to be weak. Very, very weak. I'm telling you. You're going to be very weak. You're supposed to be able to look at a woman and tell her what's on your mind. If you can't do that as a man, I don't know what's the matter with you, bro. Being that Mr. Nice Guy is not going to get you nowhere. Serious. You have to be able to have confidence. If you whack off every night, you're not going to have confidence. Let me see. Somebody said they're 28 and struggling. 28 and struggling. Candace needs to get on women who do corn and show it off. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point you made, because she's talking about how corn weaken men, but she's not talking about the fact that women are out here doing corn and they're a part of the problem. Like I said, guys, if you got to sign up to OnlyFans to watch a woman's body, that's sad, man. That is sad. You signed up $50 a month to watch a woman's feet. Bro, that's sad, man. You got to find a woman, bro. Find a woman. This is why I always say, in order for a woman to be around me, she have to have pretty feet. If she don't have pretty feet, I'm not talking to her. I'm not, because it's going to mess up the vibe. Because, you know, that's like buying a car and you want a sunroof. If it don't have no sunroof, there's no deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to be able to attract what you want and make women know what you want. If you like a woman with a certain body type and you talking to a sister, you got to make her know that this is what you like up front. That way she know what it is. So if you have a woman, why you have a OnlyFans page as a man? Why? It's $50 a month to watch some feet pics when you can have a real woman in your life giving you a foot job, making you explode every time in the day. Like, I don't get it, bro. And this is why you have to have women that understand what you like as a man, because those women are going to be very instrumental in your life, keeping you youthful, happy, vibrant, just full of energy. You got to have women in your life, bro. So stop signing up to OnlyFans. Stop following all of these Insta models, whatever you want to call them. Stop watching porn on your computer. And let's try to get back on point of restraining yourself or refraining from that activity, because it is messing you up mentally, physically, and financially. It's keeping you weak. It is. You know? Trying to help you guys out, man. You know, the ladies, they're going to always get mad when I talk about polygyny, but it's the truth. You know, a man is not supposed to have one woman. You can start off with one woman, but you need another woman, bro. You need other women, fam. There's no way around it. You guys, man, y'all just don't get it, man. But this is the thing. You want to have the right kind of women. The right kind of women. And it's difficult to find the right kind of woman that understand who you are. You might have women that you can smash, but I'm not trying to get you guys to just smash and dash and leave women. I don't do that. If you're going to be a man that practices polygyny, you got to take care of the woman that you're with. You got to take care of her. You got to love her. You got to cherish her. You know what I mean? You just got to. That's just the way it is. We don't promote men just using women for sex and leaving them be. We don't practice that here. We teach men to build family and take care of their women. You know? Erica says, I'm not sharing. It doesn't matter what you say. You're going to share. I promise you. Any man you get is going to have another woman on the side. This is the problem. I try to make you ladies understand the real. And it's like, yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, think about this. How could you as a woman say you're not sharing? It sounds funny when women say that, because you are sharing. You're sharing any man you get with. Any man you get with, you're sharing. I promise you. Let me see. Cortez says, hey, Ringo, I need to ask this question. How else can young guys or girls know sex for sure? What are you talking about? You're not even making no sense. I don't even know what you're talking about. When you ask a question, man, you gotta make sense. I don't know what you're talking about. Seriously. But anyway, guys, we're gonna get up on out of here. Do what we need to do. That's about it. I hope that this video gave you some sort of insight to understand things and whatnot. It is what it is. So Erica just turned 49. Guys, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you guys that these women that say these things are normally over 45? I mean, as a woman who is over 45, why would you even be talking about you're not sharing? Like, why? What are you saying? I don't get it, man. You never see 20-year-old women doing this. You never see the 25-year-old sister talking about I'm not sharing. The 25-year-old sister is with it. You know what I mean? With it. I'm just keeping it a bean with you, fam. Younger women that are in their 20s are more likely to rock with you, brothers, even if she's in her 30s. It's like when women are over 40, 45, I don't know what happens to them, man. It's like they just be all possessive and think that they control a man. And I keep telling these ladies, no man is under your rulership. Like, you're not going to control a man. No woman can control me. If I see a woman I like, I'm going to holler. It is what it is. You know? So, hey, we're going to get up on out of here, man. So it is what it is. Let me see. Erica said fingers. What? I don't know what she's saying. I'm going to do a video about Vivica. I heard that already. I'm going to do a video about that. It's just that I'm busy with what I'm doing. You know how it is. I'll do another video on that later on because I'm going to be up all night till morning. You know, I got a lot of stuff to do. Right? I mean, think about this. Vivica is like 60 years old, fam. Talking about she's looking for a husband. I don't understand that mess. You know, it don't even make sense. So guys, you got to get with women that understand your masculinity, women that understand your nature as a man. And when you meet women, brothers, you got to be transparent, bro. Got to be honest. Please be honest for once. Don't hide. Don't ever hide who you are as a man. Let women know what it is, you know? Women are more likely to talk to you when you got a woman. This is one of the biggest misconceptions with a lot of you guys. You keep thinking that women will reject you if you have a woman. No, they're going to talk to you. They're more likely to talk to you because they know you got a woman. Obviously, you got something going on. Obviously, you're a good catch. Because if you got this woman here and you're doing good, they want to be a part of that. They want to be a part of whatever you got going on. It's when you don't got no woman that make women question, why are they even with you? Like, why? Why would a woman want to be with you and you don't even attract women? You don't even pull women. Women are naturally attracted to men that can pull women. That's nature for you. No woman want to be around a guy that women don't like. They want to be around the sought after guy. That's the guy they want to be around. And a woman that understand that also understand that he's going to have other women. But now what you ladies must learn is he taking care of you? Is he taking care of them bills? Is he taking care of his kids? If he's doing all of those things, why would you mess up a good thing when he's providing for you? I don't understand that. You know? But hey, I got to get to work, man. I got to get to work, guys. So we're going to be back, you know, later on. Shout out to V-Dub Man in the building. I see you in the building. Let me see, any other moderators here? I'm not sure. I think I seen Tracy. I'm not sure. Or Rebel for Almighty. I'm not sure who I seen. But we're going to have more conversations like this. Let me see. Yeah, listen, man. Watching corn is it's just bad, man. Like, who wants to watch that, bro? Listen, ain't nothing like having a woman, bro, in front of you to play with, to touch and squeeze, feel up on them breasts, bro. Explore, do all that freaky deaky stuff that you desire with a real woman, fam. Ain't nothing like that. No video can replace that. Especially if she's a brand new sister. Brand new. Bruh. You got to go all the way in, man. That's a brand new sister you just got with her, bro. You better get down to business, bro. You know, first impression is very important. Very, very important. You know? Because if you can perform at optimum level in your first approach with this sister, it's going to mark her. And she's going to want to come back to you. But if your situation was just boring, you ain't fun, you ain't adventurous, you scared, she ain't going to be thinking about you. You got some of you guys, you got it in with some of these sisters, man. They can't stop thinking about you. They go to work, they thinking about you. They leave the job, they thinking about you. You got them thinking. That's how you got to have a woman, bro. Got to make her think about you. Not like she's obsessed over you, but you're on her. She's pretty much thinking about you throughout the day because of the way you made her feel. You're just a different brother, man. You were able to pretty much do things with her that she never experienced. The way you caressed her body, licked on her body was so pleasurable. It was so intimate. The way you took your time and expressed yourself, she never had that done. So it got her so blown away. She's not thinking about nobody else. I'm just telling you, man. So I'm gonna get back to work, y'all. Y'all take care. When I go live with the system, because I still have my main system set up in front of me, but I got to take it down later on today in the night. I got to take it down. All of this I got to take down. So I'm going to try to push out a lot of content because technically I can do that on the 30th, but on the 30th, pretty much, we're pretty much getting ready to hit the road. So, you know, everything gotta go. Everything. You know, so I'm gonna try to put in a lot of work right now and you know, do what I gotta do. I can't wait till this process is over and I'm in North Carolina and I'm able to unpack and because I'm not taking nothing out of no boxes once we get down there, man. I'm just gonna pretty much just load everything up in the garage and just, you know, we're gonna go get something to eat and just chill and, you know, whatnot. Because after driving 10, 12 hours, man, that's no joke, bro. And once I get and I settle in North Carolina, I'm trying to find out where all the sisters at. I'm trying to find out where they at, fam. You know? I gotta find out where they at, where all the spots at. And what's so great about it is it's so easy to communicate with women in North Carolina because you're from New York. So that makes things even better because when you over there, all you got to say is, hey, I'm new out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for some friends, you know what I mean? And, you know, where the spots at, you know, what's going on? And you're able to strike up those conversations so easy because you're not lying. You did just move here. So it's like, it's easy to pretty much communicate. So, hey, I'm looking forward to all the adventures, man. I'm serious. You know? I remember in North Carolina, I was in the Walmart. You had a chocolate sister walking up and down. Every aisle I was walking up and down, she was walking she was walking up and down too. And my wife was with me. And it's almost as if though when she saw my wife, she probably like kind of backed off a little bit. It was funny, man. You had to be there to see what I'm talking about. But we went there a second time and she saw us again. So next time I come over there and I see her again, I'm going to pretty much, you know, speak to her a little bit more. But it was funny because she was literally every aisle I was in, she was like walking back and forth. I don't know if she was watching me or I don't know. Because when you're in New York, when people follow you around the store, sometimes you think they think you stealing. You know, but in North Carolina, things are a little different. You know, I don't know if they do that. Maybe they do. I don't know. But for me, it's more laid back, a little more quiet. It ain't as quick and fast like in New York, you know? Okay. So we're going to get up on out of here, man. Said, me too, Ringo, for the stream. Brother, let me see. See, here's the thing. At Mac Q, he says, in Africa, it's as many as you can afford. Polygyny is not about how many women you can afford. We gotta, like, understand life. A single mother have children out of wedlock by multiple men. She don't think about what she can afford, but she's still having these babies with these different men, despite her financial economic situation. As men, when you deal with more than one woman under polygyny, it's not about what I can afford. We're living in a time where women are working and have their own damn job, making their own money. So I'm not, see, here's the thing. If polygyny is based on what I can afford, then that woman is my personal property, which means I can tell her what I want her to do, and she got to do it because I own her, meaning I bought her. So that's why it don't sound right when men say or women say that if you practice polygyny, you have to do it based on what you can afford. That don't make sense, because that means that as a woman, you're just nothing. It's based on me, what I can afford, which means you have nothing to say. I control your every move, no matter what. You see that? So we don't want to do that, because women do work today, which means it's not about what I can afford. Because if you're a woman and you come to a man and he practices polygyny and you're like, well, I'm not going to be with you unless you make a certain amount of money. Who told you that you're getting all my money? Who told you that polygyny is about me just buying you stuff? What are you giving me? Vagina? Please. You're wasting your time. If you think that your vagina is going to make you earn designer clothes, shoes, trips, you crazy. I ain't doing all of that. You got to be out of your mind. Polygyny has never been about what you can afford as a man. If you feel in a woman, she's supposed to feel you. It's supposed to be a mutual agreement, a mutual understanding. A woman is supposed to reciprocate the very same energy you provide her. If you please her sexually, she's supposed to do the same thing back. Do you understand me? If you take care of her, she got to take care of you. If you love her, she got to love you. If you show her respect, she better respect you. So it's a giving and taking, you know? Okay. All right. So we're going to get up on out of here. Joyce said hello, hello, hello. Phoenix says all that gets played out after a while. Longevity should be the goal. Well, longevity have to come with a man who you respect and honor. You know what I mean? And as a woman, if you don't understand the bigger picture and the assignment, then you're not going to have that man to begin with. This is why a lot of times when I do my videos, older women get upset with me. You know what I mean? They get mad and think I'm teaching men something wrong. No. If you're a woman in your 40s, you're supposed to be already understanding that you should have already settled down. You know, you shouldn't even be out here looking for a man at 40-something years old. Like Vivica A. Fox, 60 years old, looking for a husband. That's crazy. I don't know what she's doing. She needs to sit down. We're going to talk about that in a separate video. You know? But at the end of the day, as a man, it doesn't matter what age the woman is. It all depends on how she look, how she take care of herself. So even if she's in her 40, it is what it is. You can still have her on your team as long as she's fit, friendly, cooperative, doing what she got to do, and she respects you. Then it is what it is. But men typically want younger women for the purpose of mating with, to bring forth life. A lot of older women are not trying to have babies right now. So it may be a bad choice, but sometimes as an older woman, you gotta understand, what is it you looking for? Maybe you just want companionship. Maybe you don't want to be a wife, but you want a man in your life because you desire companionship. Well, that needs to be on the table. When you're talking to a man, you got to let him know, look, I'm busy. I got a career. I'm a nurse. I'm a this, I'm a that. I'm always on the road, but I'm taking a liking to you. And I really would like for you to be in my life. You know, I need companionship. I need a man that, you know what I mean, can give me some sense of direction. A man that I can spend time with. This is what, as a woman, you should be telling that man. And you got to make it clear that you really don't got time to be a wife because you're busy. Your job, your career require your time. But when you're not at work, you really want that companionship that is secure, companionship that is stable, stability. You know, sometimes you got to tell a brother this, and you got to make sure that he understands where you coming from. You know? Well, yeah, trust is the key, but respect is the key. You know, because you have a lot of women out there, they'll know a brother got a woman. And she don't have a problem with him having a woman. You know, she don't have no problem because that brother brings something to her life that she love and value. She don't mind being that woman. She ain't there fighting for the throne, talking about, oh, I want to be the main woman. She don't care. She's playing her position. She's like, look, I'm just thankful I got a man in my life. And some of you ladies is like, y'all be tripping out here. I be trying to tell y'all, get with a man that already have a family that is established and building. That's the guy you need to be with. No, you want a single guy that don't got no family, no kids, no nothing. Okay, good luck with that. The guy that is tried and tested and have results, he have results for a reason. If a man been with a woman X amount of years, that's longevity. That should tell you that he's a committed man to his relationships. But if you look at a brother and he's single, no woman, no experience, why would you want to get with him? That's like hiring somebody for a job. Their resume is garbage. They have no work experience, none. But yet they want you to hire them for this prestigious job. You got to be out of your mind. So hold up. You haven't had a job since 2005. It's 2024 and you still don't have no job on your resume listed. And you expected me to hire you for this job and you got no work experience? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So as a woman, you got to look for a man's resume. You got to check it out. Do he got work experience? Do he got experience in long-term relationships? Do he got experience being a father to children? It would give you an understanding of where that man is mentally, spiritually, and financially. Serious. You know? Let me see. Somebody comment got deleted. They said that ish sound good, but women don't work like that. No, it's not that women don't work like that. The women you deal with don't work like that. This is why I keep telling you, brothers, you got to get with the right kind of woman. If you're a toxic man, you're going to attract toxic women. I'm very, how can I say? When it comes to women, I just don't get with any woman. I can't do that. She got to be the right kind of woman. Now, there have been times, you know, certain sisters look good and you got with them because they look good. But then you start to learn from those mistakes and you're like, you know what? She don't have to be a perfect 10, but she got to have pretty feet. Laughter track. I don't got no laughter tracks. That was for y'all to laugh. It's supposed to be a joke. But my point is, a woman have to be the kind of woman you're interested in so that she's cooperative. If not, you're going to be frustrated. Like the person who said that ish sound good, but women don't work like that. No, it's not women in general. It's women you are attracting to yourself that don't comply with you. They're not cooperative. It's not women. It's the kind of women in the pool of women that you're trying to get with. You understand? You got to get with the kind of woman that really is the kind of sister that complement who you are and what you do. Sometimes you can see a woman walking down the street and the way she's dressed is the type of sister you love. She's wearing that maxi dress out. That dress is fitting her body and her shape like never before. Bro, when you see that woman coming down the block, you got to get her, bro. You can't let her walk by. You can't let her get away. You got to let her know what it is, man. You know? Sometimes you got to stop a woman and ask for directions. Sometimes you don't know what to say, right? Like you don't know what to do. A sister look fine, she look good, and you're like, man, I don't even know what to say. Just ask for directions. You know what I'm saying? Just stop her and ask for directions. But like you're lost. You know what I mean? I really need your help. And look her in the eyes when you talking, and be like, you tell her, look, I've been walking around in circles. You know, I'm kind of new in the area, and I'm kind of lost. Like seriously, need help. You know, and I was just wondering if you can direct me to where I need to go. And at the same time, while you're doing that, you know what I'm saying, you're able to maneuver and get in there. And now all of a sudden now you start to talk a little more. You know what I mean? Now, somebody said, but you lied. You asked for directions. It's not necessarily a lie. It's like, it's kind of like breaking the ice because you don't know what to say. So sometimes if you don't know what to say, sometimes you just got to say something. And typically, if you're asking a woman for directions because you're lost, they're more likely to stop. You know what I mean? Whereas if you was on some old, hey, baby, you looking good, that ain't gonna work. They hear that every day. That's a dumb pickup line. You know? Guys, if you're gonna stop a woman to talk to her, say something no guy has ever said. I taught this in videos. You gotta say something that men never say. That's how you're gonna get a woman's attention. You gotta say something that they're not hearing. If every guy is telling women the same thing in the real world, same thing in her DMs, guess what? It's cliche. She's accustomed to it. So when you say it, it does nothing for her. She's not excited about it. So you got to be able to approach a woman in a way that she never seen a guy approach her. That's what's going to get her to notice you. Because she's going to say, everybody else is saying this and saying that in my DMs. But when you sent me a DM, your approach was just perfect. Because you didn't focus on, you know, her physically, but you kind of spoke a little bit about yourself, kept it brief, right to the point, and then you just laid your cards on the table, said that you're interested in her and would like to chat with her, and then you just kind of left it alone. Went about your business. You weren't thirsting, you weren't sending her a bunch of messages, whatever the case is. The next minute she hit you back. She hit you back, gave you an opportunity. Even if she hit you back after a week, she hit you back. That means she saw your message, but she was busy. And then after that, she kind of looked at the situation, was like, wow, this seems to be a good brother. Before you know it, you and her together. You know? A lot of women don't want men approaching them because a lot of guys, they just don't. Listen, a lot of y'all brothers that be approaching women with all these crazy pickup lines, y'all doing what worked in the 1990s. It worked in the 1990s. You know, back then, pulling up on a woman was very easy, man. It was so easy because a lot of sisters didn't have that attention like they have on social media now. On social media, women get a ton of attention. Whereas back in the day, there was no internet like that. I mean, they had the internet, but it wasn't how it is today. So they don't have that level of attention that they could get today. The reason why a lot of women are single and going through a lot of issues with dating is because technology has created a space by which they could get instant gratification in terms of attention. So they get an instant gratification every single minute. And it's keeping them in a bubble. So, hey, we're going to get on out of here, do what we need to do. Let me see. All right. So, hey, if you supported the show, We're going to shout you out when we go live on my SLR cameras that you pretty much see. You can't really see it, but it's right there on the top. You can't see it. But, you know, when we go live on those two, I'll be able to look at my phone and check out any cash apps that were sent through, right? So we're going to get on out of here. I got a lot of work to do. Hope the show stimulated your thoughts, made you learn a couple of things. And it is what it is, man. All of you that are on the road driving, drive safe. Keep your eyes on the road. If you're tired, man, go to the rest spot. All you truckers, go to the rest spot and chill for a bit. Take a breather, 30 minutes, an hour. Get yourself together. You know what I mean? You don't want to be driving and you drifting to the left and you have an accident. You know what I mean? You don't want that to happen. So it doesn't matter if you're driving a truck or you're just a regular driving a car. You know what I mean? Make sure you use those rest lanes. Make sure you're driving safe, no road rage. Even if people pissing you off, sometimes you gotta just kind of just charge it to the game, because you never know what can happen in a situation of road rage. You might be all tough and you're not afraid of nobody, but that other person may have a gun in that car and they may be in a state where they could use it. So if you come at them in any sort of threatening matter and they feel their life is in danger, they can use that gun. And it's not worth losing your life over some petty nonsense, right? Dion says, I'm out here now, fam. Gotta rest up right quick. Yeah, man. Take a break. You know what I'm saying? Take a break. Just chill and get where you gotta go safe. You know what I mean? It's a very serious thing, especially for truckers that are literally working hours doing a trip, you know, shipping stuff. That's a lot of time. And especially at night, man, that's when your eyes start bubbling, bro. You start getting tired, man. You start dozing off. Next minute, you find yourself sleeping, man. And something bad ended up happening, man. They had a gas tanker. I think it was a gas tanker, some sort of tanker, oil tanker. I'm not sure what it was. And I think the dude either fell asleep at the wheel or he had a medical emergency. And man, yo, it was a bad crash, man. The whole truck blew up. Some other people got killed too. It was a blazing inferno, man. So really gotta take it easy, man, and take those breaks on them rest stops, you know? So yeah, man. Yeah, the video's on YouTube, but the uncut version, I think the uncut version is on YouTube. Very, very bad crash, man. I felt sorry for the driver, man, because I think he fell asleep or he had a medical emergency, and sometimes that happens. Yeah, that can happen too, man. You driving and you see a deer, a pet, or whatever the case is. I remember when we came back from North Carolina, right? We were on a regular busy street, not in any the regular service roads, and we were driving. And the roads, a lot of roads in North Carolina is just pitch black. I'm talking about there's no lights nowhere. You better be thankful that your headlights on your car work. Because if them lights is off, you're done. Always carry flashlights, LED lights, and other battery operated lights in your car at all times. Because you never know when something can happen and you don't got no lights. Very, very, very bad situation. Well, we were driving and we turned down one particular block, and I think we were going about 30 miles per hour down that block. And out of nowhere, there was a cat literally in the street, and it just stood there and it didn't move. And luckily we seen it beforehand because we were literally about to hit the cat. Literally, that cat was going to die. So we had to slow down, and we kind of just looked at the cat. The cat was just looking at us and started turning his head. And I'm like, the area is a nice area, so there's no way that's an alley cat. That cat belonged to somebody. Probably came out the house, is just chilling and whatnot. So we just drove around it. So a lot of times when you see these pets, you be swerving, and next minute you end up crashing. So you got to watch out, you know? Sometimes people get nervous and they go like this. And once you do that, you lose control and it's just a mess. Yeah, Candace said that, but she left the women out. You know, Candace basically said that watching corn or corn in general should be banned, right? It is a psychological weapon to weaken our men. But she never addressed. Well, I don't know if she addressed because I didn't see when the clip. Maybe I have to find the clip and review it. Maybe she talked about women. I don't know. But based off of a still image that I'm looking at from Spirit World, the caption says what it says. So basically, she feel that corn is a psychological weapon to weaken our men. She should have said men and women, because corn weakens women too. You got women that have corn addiction where they can't stop watching. They can't. So for her to just focus on men only and not focus on women, I don't like that. You know? So hey, salute to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna get up on out of here. Peace and blessings to everybody. Y'all have a blessed night, blessed morning. It's 3:27 a.m. May 29th. Like I said, I'm gonna pretty much be rolling out on the 31st, around there. You know what I mean? It's when we heading out. So I'm gonna get back to this work. I'm gonna go hard in the paint at this point to get a lot of progress. I'm gonna deal with some of the hardest parts of the room to take apart, and that's the corner areas of the room. Because I'm not throwing away all this insulation that I have. That's useful insulation. I'm not gonna throw it away and buy new stuff. I'm taking everything with me, every bit of it. That's a lot of money, very expensive. And the price of 703 and rock wool went up. And I don't even think rock wool can be found on certain websites, man. Because I order mine from, I think it's called buyinsulationforless.com. Let me see. Is that the website? Yeah. No, it's called buyinsulationproducts.com. That's where I purchased all of my acoustic insulation, like Owens Corner and 703 and rock wool from Roxel, right? That's where I got all my stuff. But on their website, they don't have nothing for sale. So I don't know if there's an issue because the site they raised the prices on everything and they don't really have anything. It's like, I don't know what's going on because rock wool is very, very good acoustic material. You put this in your studios, it'll transform any room into a very, very nice sounding room acoustically. The bass will be nice. Everything will be nice. I got all my acoustic panels already. So once I translate to the other location, all I got to do is just put the studio back together. But it's a larger room, so I got more space to work with. So it's going to be even better. I'm going to take out the ceiling fan. I don't really want the ceiling fan there. I'm going to put just a regular light fixture in the ceiling and take the ceiling fan down. I'm not really interested in ceiling fan. You know, it have the HVAC system, so I don't really need a ceiling fan. But sometimes a ceiling fan could be good, just to kind of circulate air. But not if I'm recording. I just don't like the way it looked with the ceiling fan. But they raised the prices on all this acoustic stuff. Stuff is expensive, man. Let me see. The 4-inch fiberglass Owens Cornering 703, it's up to $104. They raised the price. They raised the prices, y'all. Let me go back and see how much it used to cost. I'm gonna see how much it used to cost. Now remember, the website says it's $104. I'm gonna go look at some of my old emails right now and do a search and see what comes up. It'll kind of give me prices. Okay, I got an old order from 2020. Let's see how much I paid. Okay. Oh, that was for... That was for 2-inch foam. You know what? Let me just type in buy insulation products. I mean, the show is pretty much over at this point. I'm just kind of just randomly talking about different issues. I'm trying to find my emails to see, because I made many orders. I'm looking for something that's a little more updated. Let me see. Nope, not that. Your bias insulation products is on the way. Confirmation. Okay, this is good. Okay, now the 4-inch thick rock wool, right, was $78 for a box of, I think it was a box of 3. $78, right? Now, here's the thing. Owens Cornering 703 4-inch was $97. So the price kind of went up a little bit. The price went up a little bit, you know, because right now it's at 104. So the price went up for it. But for rock wool, the price was cheap and the price went way up. And now they don't even have no more in stock. And I really would like to have the website have the products in stock, because I would like to make an order right now and then have it shipped to North Carolina. So by the time I get down there, I can expect a delivery. Because I'm going to do that with the dryer, because I'm going to order a dryer while I'm here and have them deliver it over there. Because with Home Depot, you could shop at a particular location from North Carolina, but in New York. But you could do it on the web. Because there's one particular Home Depot we go to. I think it's in Kannapolis or something along them lines. You know what I mean? If you're in that area, you might see me at that Home Depot. But the Kannapolis area, I believe it is. Let me double check. Why is this thing not working? All right, yeah, Kannapolis, right. Kannapolis, North Carolina. I like that particular Home Depot. That Home Depot was good. They got a lot of supplies over there. A lot of stuff is over there. But the Walmart is actually a store that got everything. You know what I mean? But yeah, they got a lot of Home Depots out there. That's pretty much the closest one to my area. So if you just do the math, you'll know where I'm at, area-wise, in terms of North Carolina. About 11 miles away. They have 2 of them that's in that area. And you have another one in Charlotte, another one in Cornelius. But those are a little further out. You have to go like 20 miles to get to it. See, if you're in New York, you're accustomed to just going down the street and, you know, to go to a Home Depot or whatever store you want to go to. But in North Carolina, you literally have to go out to get whatever it is you need. But the way I live totally different. I'm the type that just order everything. I don't have to go to the store. I'll just order it online. You know? So we're going to get on out of here, y'all. It is what it is. Lowe's is great. Let me see. Lowe's is great. Wait, Lowe's, it's a green board. Wait. Let me see. Are you talking about like an acoustic panel or something? Or are you talking to somebody else? You're about to catch the replay. Okay. The thing is, when you have a studio, you got to use Owens Cornering 703 or Rockwool. Those are the best to use. Rockwool give you better results in the bass department. It's more broadband frequencies. It'll basically help with all of those frequencies, all broadband frequencies. You get better results from Rockwool, right? But you got to buy the 4-inch thick Rockwool. That's the best one to buy. When you look at the acoustic chart in the bass department for the lows, you got a 1.06 for the bass department, the mids, and the highs. So it's a broadband. All broadband frequencies is covered with Rockwool. Now, if I go and I look at Owens Cornering 703, and I look at the 4-inch soundboards, it's similar. It's similar to... No, it's not. Actually, Rockwool is better. But what I've learned is this. Use a combination of Rockwool and Owens Cornering 703 together. So the way I would do it is I would have bass traps with Rockwool and bass traps with 703 to give the room a certain sound so that all the frequencies are tamed. Now, if you're in a square room, you're going to always have problems. That's why the acoustic treatment is there to solve those problems. If you have a high ceiling, it'll be great for you. Typically, you don't want your room to be square. You want it to be more of a... What is that shape? Is it a hexagon shape? You want the room to have like a shape that is where the sound cannot reflect back at you. It's not square. Just think of a square room that is going slanted sideways and then kind of curves a little bit towards the back part of the room. That's how I'm going to do it when I get another house built from scratch. I'm gonna literally have my design where it's gonna be built the way I want it, and it's gonna be a staggered stud design studio, and the way the structure of the studio is going to be built is going to be kind of separated or decoupled from the main structure of the house. It's going to be like a suspension studio. Like I'm thinking of ideas of how to do it. I heard of these things, and it's just something I want to try. But for that, I'm going to have somebody that is a professional that know about studios and how to build them, and have a consultant or somebody come out and actually advise on what needs to be done. I pretty much know what I want, but I need somebody that knows the game and understand how those things get done, and then hire a team that come in and make it happen. Because if it's not done according to spec, the room is going to sound like shit. I'm just being honest with you. There have been many people that try to build a studio and they did a bad job. When you build a studio, it got to be done according to spec. Every part of the studio got to be perfect to the point that when you play your music, it's perfect. I mean, it just sounds great. Right? Well, when it comes to designing, you have to design on paper. But see, I'm not going to build the professional studio. I'm not going to be the one building that. I'm hiring a team that's going to do that. People that specialize in building recording studios. And I would have what I want and how I want it to be in terms of where I want doors located, windows, how large the room is, how high the ceiling is, the bathroom area. I would want 2 bathrooms, connected. That way, you have a male bathroom, female bathroom, in case you have any sort of guests or whatever the case is. Everybody feel comfortable. You got a lounge area where you can kind of chill, get some drinks, get some food, stuff like that, to make it feel more like a professional environment, even though it would be in the house. You know what I mean? I want it to be like that. Not that it's a commercial studio. It's not going to be a commercial studio. But from time to time, there will be guests that are favored to be around me that will have access to said studio if I'm doing production for them. But it's not going to be a commercial space where people are just coming in every day. If that's the case, I'll have that separate somewhere else, which I will have eventually. Right? So, hey, I said I was leaving an hour ago and I'm still here. So I'm going to sign out. I got a lot of work to do. I cannot procrastinate right now. I'm about to go hard in the paint to get this thing situated. So, hey, peace and blessings to the mods, the chat, everybody out there. Salute to all the ladies in the building. Stop getting mad at your boy because I talk about polygyny. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself a quality man and, do the right thing. And he's going to do the right thing by you. To all the brothers, stay on the grind, stay on your purpose. Don't procrastinate. So peace and blessings to everybody out there. Y'all have a great one. We'll catch you in the next stream. Ringo TV Reactions. Salute everybody in the building. I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Peace.